Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another tutorial of PHP and MySQL series, and in today's video we are going to teach you about PHP functions. So first of all, you can see that here I have created a simple file named functions.php, and in this file first of all I will create a PHP opening tag. There are two type of functions in PHP. The first type is built-in functions and the second type is user defined functions, and we will learn these both types in this video. So first of all, let me give you an example of PHP built-in functions. There are more than 1000 PHP functions available. You can use them, but you may ever use this print function, which is used to print something on our screen. Print something, and let me press semicolon in the end, and if I open my browser and here I will type for localhost /learn and the name of the file that we have created, you can see that on the screen print something is printed. So basically this print is built-in function provided by PHP, so you can use this function to print something on the screen. In the previous video of this series, we'll learn about PHP math functions to perform mathematical operations. So these are the functions which are called built-in function, but PHP also provide us to create our own functions. The benefit of function is they save your time. So the repeated task, you can assign your repeated task to your functions. Let me teach you with an example. Suppose you have a function here. You can create function with the keyword function, and here I will type here my function name. You can write any function name according to your choice, but make sure your function would be started with an alphabet or underscore. And this is a function. First of all, let me teach you a simple example of function like print msg. As I told you, you can give any name to your function, and then you have to type this one, and then you have to type these curly brackets. And in this video you can see that, hey, there is a demo message, and I will press semicolon here. So let me know, just pause this video and let me know in the comment section, will this line be printed or not? What do you think? So let's just see our output and let me refresh. You can see that nothing is happening. Let me open it in a split mode and let me zoom in out a little bit so you can see the output on the right side. The reason why you are not seeing this output, because creating function is not enough. We have to call our function like this. Just type here print, or you can copy this function name and paste this function here like this one and press semicolon at this position. And now if I refresh, you can see that this message is also printing on our screen. So this is called the body of your function, and this is the name of our function. And basically this function keyword is used to create functions in PHP. The next concept we have is parameters in PHP function. Let me teach you what is the parameters. Suppose we have a function that will add two values. So I will type here add, and in this I can type here value 1 and press comma and type here value 2. After this you can type the body of your function, and here I will type, first of all I will not add them, or I can print by adding them. I will type here echo value 1 plus value 2, or to understand them easily, we can store these values in a variable. Suppose I can create another variable here like result is equal to value 1 plus value 2, and this result, the answer will be stored in our this variable. And after this, if I echo this result, and currently nothing happened because we also have to call our function. I will type my function name, which is add, and here I will two parameters 2, 4 and press semicolon. Let me refresh it. You can see that 2 and 8, the sum of these two parameters is printing. Now what will happen, we call our function and we pass a value 2. This first value will be stored in our this first parameter value 1. To check this, I can also comment this one and I can type here value 1. So here you can see that currently I'm only printing my first parameter, which is value 1, and if I refresh you can see that 2 is printing. It means our value 1 contain the first parameter we pass in our function, which is 2. after this you have to type here comma and type the second parameter that you want to insert in your as a parameter in your function. This 8 value will be stored in our this variable value 2. First value will be stored in our first parameter, and second value we will pass in our this function will be stored in our this second function. Now what will happen here, you can see that we have create another variable. Value 1 contain 2 and value 2 contain 8. 8 plus 2 is equal to 10, and 10 will be stored in our this variable, and here we are only printing the 10. So this was the flow of our function. Let me refresh. You can see that it is printing 10. So now let me teach you another big concept of our function. A function can return a value. That is the most important thing. Here you can see that it is returning, but you will see that there is nothing will be happen. Now what this return statement will do, suppose if you create a variable here like my underscore result is equal to add. Now this return statement will return the value because we are calling our function at this position. So the result, I mean 10, will be stored in our this variable, and I can easily print here my result and press semicolon. Here I can type here double quotation function return us this one. Let me refresh. You can see that there is an error because we have to type, not type here plus, but we have to concatenate this one. Plus is used in JavaScript. So here you can see that function returns us 10. So this basically these two values are plus and returned by this function, and return means if you will type a variable on the left side, this function will return the sum of these two words in the left side. Also you can use this function again and again. Suppose this time we want to add 300 plus 50, and let me comment this one and let me refresh. So you can see that 350 is storing in our my result variable and we are printing here. So this is the benefit of function, that we can use a code and we can write a code, and we can, if it is repetitive, we can use it again and again and again. This is just a basic example because we are only adding two numbers here, but when you will write PHP applications, you will find them more useful. These are one of the most important concept of any programming language, and when you will learn object oriented programming language in the coming videos, you will find that in object oriented programming everything is done by PHP functions. So friends, I hope you must enjoyed this video. If you have any question, you can ask us in the comment section. We will try to answer your question, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for our regular videos. And finally, thanks for watching.